Welcome back to BMB Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the intense drama unfolding between Luna Nozawa and Steffi Forrester that's sending shockwaves through the bold and the beautiful universe. The brewing storm between father and daughter. The bold and the beautiful is setting the stage for what could be one of the most explosive family conflicts in recent memory. As tensions escalate between Steffi Forrester and her newly discovered stepdaughter Luna Nozawa, viewers are witnessing the emergence of a potentially dangerous dynamic that threatens to tear apart multiple relationships. No one will stand in my way. These 7 chilling words may soon escape Luna's lips as her determination to forge a relationship with her biological father Finn grows increasingly desperate. The ominous declaration suggests that beneath Luna's seemingly innocent exterior lurks a darkness that Steffi might be unwisely provoking. The complexity of Luna's character continues to evolve before our eyes. Having spent her entire life yearning for paternal affection and support, Luna has finally discovered her biological father in Finn. This newfound connection represents everything she's ever wanted, and the prospect of losing it due to Steffi's interference appears to be triggering something sinister within her psyche. Bill Spencer's surprising intervention. In an unexpected twist to this family drama, billionaire mogul Bill Spencer has positioned himself as Luna's unlikely champion. His decision to intervene on Luna's behalf by securing her release from prison demonstrates a fascinating new dimension to his character. Bill's motivations remain somewhat mysterious. Is he genuinely concerned for Luna's well-being? Does he see something of himself in her determination? Or might there be another agenda entirely driving his actions? Whatever his reasons, Bill has committed himself to defending Luna's freedom and advocating for her right to build a relationship with Finn. The upcoming confrontations between Bill and Steffi promise to be particularly riveting as these two strong-willed individuals clash over Luna's fate. Bill's wealth and influence versus Steffi's family ties to Finn create a compelling power struggle with no clear winner in sight. Legal complications and Deputy Chief Baker. Steffi's determination to see Luna return to prison has led her to enlist the help of Deputy Chief Bradley Baker, bringing a legal dimension to this already complicated family matter. However, her efforts may prove futile, potentially intensifying her frustration and desperation. The legal system, represented by Baker, finds itself caught between Steffi's demands for justice and Bill's machinations to keep Luna free. This creates an interesting exploration of how personal vendettas can intersect with legal proceedings, and how power and influence can sometimes bend the rules of justice. If Baker delivers the news that Luna cannot be returned to prison, it will represent yet another obstacle in Steffi's campaign to remove Luna from their lives permanently. Each setback seems to push Steffi toward more extreme measures, raising questions about how far she might go to protect her family. The inevitable showdown, March 13th. Circle March 13th on your calendars, dear viewers, as that's when this simmering conflict is set to boil over into a full-blown confrontation between Steffi and Luna. The writers have been masterfully building tension toward this climactic encounter, where Luna's carefully constructed facade may finally crack under pressure. The psychological aspects of this confrontation are particularly fascinating. Steffi, operating from a place of maternal protection, sees only the threat Luna poses to her family. Meanwhile, Luna, driven by a lifetime of paternal abandonment issues, perceives Steffi as the final obstacle between her and the father-daughter relationship she's always craved. When these two perspectives collide on March 13th, viewers can expect emotional fireworks unlike anything we've seen before. The dialogue promises to be sharp, cutting, and potentially life-altering for both women. Finn's impossible position. Lost somewhat in this female-driven conflict is Finn himself, a man suddenly torn between his wife and his biological daughter. His position becomes increasingly untenable as the two women in his life draw battle lines and essentially force him to choose sides. Finn's medical background has trained him to heal, not to hurt, yet any decision he makes in this situation will inevitably cause pain to someone he cares about. His struggle to navigate these treacherous emotional waters provides some of the most nuanced character development on the show. The question of whether Finn can truly forgive Luna for her past actions remains central to this storyline. Luna clearly believes forgiveness is possible, while Steffi seems convinced that some transgressions are simply unforgivable. Finn's ultimate decision will reveal much about his character and values. The return of Crazy Luna. Perhaps most intriguing is the hint that we might soon witness the re-emergence of Crazy Luna, the unstable, potentially dangerous version of the character that viewers have glimpsed in the past. Steffi's relentless opposition may be the catalyst that triggers Luna's transformation from seemingly reformed young woman to obsessive daughter willing to do anything to secure her father's love. This psychological deterioration offers rich storytelling possibilities, particularly if Luna begins to exhibit the same troubling behaviors that landed her in prison initially. The parallel between Luna's fixation on having a loving father and her willingness to eliminate obstacles to that goal creates a disturbing but compelling character arc. As Luna potentially spirals into more erratic behavior, viewers will be left wondering if Steffi's fears were justified all along, or if her hostile approach actually created the very monster she feared Luna would become. The Bold and the Beautiful continues to deliver the kind of emotionally charged, psychologically complex storytelling that has made it a daytime television staple. As this triangle between Steffi, Luna, and Finn continues to evolve, one thing is certain: the fallout will change these characters and their relationships forever. Next, we will learn about the issue brewing between Hope Logan and Carter Walton, as teased by actress Anuka Noel herself. The drama unfolding on our screens is about to intensify, and we've got all the details for you. The future unfolds, Hope and Carter's relationship in jeopardy. Anuka Noel recently shared some fascinating insights about the trajectory of Hope and Carter's relationship, suggesting that their romance might be heading toward troubled waters. "I feel like Hope is really hitting a low point, and bouncing back from that is going to be challenging," Noel revealed in her conversation with Soap Opera Digest. The actress didn't mince words when discussing the difficulties ahead, noting that Carter is definitely in for quite a struggle. The relationship between these beloved characters stands at a crossroads. As Noel explained, they can either use this experience to grow from it or choose to part ways. This pivotal moment could redefine both characters' journeys on the show, potentially altering the landscape of relationships throughout Forrester Creations and beyond. Trust shattered, the kiss that changed everything. The catalyst for this relationship turmoil? Hope witnessed Carter kissing Daphne Rose, a moment that has sent shockwaves through their budding romance. This unexpected betrayal occurred after Hope had encouraged Carter to secure Daphne's participation in the fragrance launch by any means necessary, though certainly not in the manner that transpired. When Hope told Carter to get Daphne Rose to be a part of the fragrance launch by any means necessary, "I don't think she had this in mind," Noel explained with a touch of irony. The actress delved deeper into Hope's emotional state, adding, "In a way, I feel like given how many times men in her life have let her down, it's not exactly surprising, but it's still disappointing." The discovery itself was dramatic, Hope opening an office door to find Carter in this compromising position. As Noel described it, it certainly wasn't what she expected to see when she opened the office door. This moment echoes previous heartbreaks in Hope's life, creating a pattern of disappointment that viewers have watched unfold over years. The aftermath, a test of honesty. Rather than immediately confronting Carter about his indiscretion, Hope chose a more measured approach. She didn't come in aggressive, she wanted to see if he would take responsibility, to find out what he would admit before she went in strong, telling him what she witnessed, Noel explained, providing insight into Hope's strategic thinking. This calculated restraint reveals Hope's maturity and emotional intelligence. She was allowing him the chance to do the right thing, Noel continued, though she acknowledged the complexity of the situation, although it felt somewhat like she was trapping him, trying to get him to confess. Carter's subsequent partial confession only compounded the problem. While he acknowledged the kiss, questions remain about whether he revealed the full extent of his feelings and actions. Noel sympathetically noted Carter's difficult position. "I'm not sure how clear Carter is about his feelings, which makes it tough. He seems really torn about his emotions. He was probably stuck between wanting to share too much or too little with Hope at that moment." The Steffi factor, behind-the-scenes manipulation. Adding another layer to this complex situation is Steffi Forrester's behind-the-scenes manipulation. While viewers are privy to Steffi's scheming, Hope remains partially in the dark. Hope senses that Steffi is up to something, but I'm not sure she has fully figured it out yet, Noel observed. This awareness gap creates dramatic tension as audiences watch Hope navigate a situation without all the information. "There's a lot that Hope seems to ignore. She appears to be lost in her own little world," Noel remarked, suggesting a certain naivety or perhaps willful blindness on Hope's part. "I wouldn't say she's trying to take control, but she seems disconnected from what others are experiencing and feeling right now." Despite this disconnection, Hope isn't completely oblivious to Steffi's nature. "Hope definitely doesn't trust her and knows she's scheming," Noel confirmed, though adding that Hope hasn't made the full connection yet. This might be because she's struggling to hold on to her own illusions. This psychological insight suggests Hope may be subconsciously protecting herself from fully facing yet another betrayal. Anuka Noel, the actress behind Hope Logan. Since taking over the role of Hope Logan in 2018, Anuka Noel has made the character her own, bringing depth and nuance to Hope's ongoing storylines. Stepping into the shoes previously filled by Kim Matula was no small feat, yet Noel has successfully captured audiences with her authentic portrayal of Hope's triumphs and tribulations. Before joining the cast of The Bold and the Beautiful, Noel showcased her talents in Venice, the series, a production that drew inspiration from the legendary daytime drama Guiding Light. This experience in the soap opera world prepared her well for the emotional roller coaster that is Hope Logan's life. Noel's thoughtful analysis of her character demonstrates her deep understanding of Hope's psychology. When discussing the impact of Carter's actions, she noted, "It definitely shakes Hope's trust and confidence in their partnership, both in love and work. She truly thought he would support her, but now his actions seem to say more than his words, unfortunately." The professional dimension, business and pleasure collide. What makes the situation between Hope and Carter particularly complicated is the dual nature of their relationship. They're not just romantic partners but also business associates. Carter's kiss with Daphne occurred in a professional context, blurring the lines between personal betrayal and business maneuvering. This intertwining of professional and personal spheres has been a recurring theme throughout The Bold and the Beautiful's run. The fashion industry setting provides a glamorous backdrop for power plays, alliances, and betrayals that affect both business outcomes and personal relationships. For Hope, who has worked diligently to establish herself in the family business with her Hope for the Future line, this latest development threatens not just her heart but potentially her professional standing as well. The fragrance launch represents a significant business opportunity, making Carter's actions all the more consequential. What lies ahead? Stormy weather forecast. As Anuka Noel teased in her interview, Hope Logan is headed down a difficult path. The combination of personal betrayal, professional uncertainty, And Steffi's machinations creates a perfect storm of drama that viewers can expect to unfold in coming episodes. Will Hope and Carter find a way to rebuild trust, or is this the beginning of the end for their relationship? Can Hope identify and counter Steffi's manipulations before it's too late? These questions hang in the balance as The Bold and the Beautiful continues to deliver the emotional storytelling that has made it a staple of daytime television. One thing is certain, as Noel put it, viewers will have to watch to find out if they make it through this. With the actress hinting at Hope hitting a low point, fans should prepare for emotional performances and dramatic twists as this storyline continues to develop. The Bold and the Beautiful has always excelled at exploring the complexities of human relationships against the backdrop of the high-stakes fashion world. This latest chapter in Hope Logan's journey promises to continue that tradition, giving viewers plenty to discuss and debate as they follow along with the unfolding drama. What makes the current confrontation between Hope and Daphne particularly fascinating is the stark contrast in their conflict styles. Unlike the explosive confrontations we've witnessed between Hope and Steffi over the years, Daphne brings an entirely different energy to this power struggle. Where Steffi would have escalated with raised voices and perhaps even physical altercations, those infamous soap opera slaps we've come to expect, Daphne employs a far more calculated strategy. Daphne's approach is reminiscent of a master chess player, several moves ahead of her opponent. She maintains an icy composure that seems to unnerve Hope, who's accustomed to more direct confrontations. During their tense face-off, Daphne didn't resort to shouting accusations about Hope's hypocrisy regarding relationship boundaries. She didn't need to. Instead, with surgical precision, Daphne simply held up a mirror to Hope's selective perception. "You're only seeing what you want to see, Hope," she pointed out with devastating accuracy. This psychological approach proves far more effective than any heated argument could have been. By calmly highlighting Hope's cognitive dissonance, her ability to ignore Carter's obvious guilt and her willingness to benefit from the corporate coup she encouraged, Daphne establishes herself as the voice of reason, despite being the one who kissed another woman's partner. Industry insiders have praised the actress portraying Daphne for bringing such nuanced psychological warfare to daytime television. "We're seeing a new kind of antagonist," notes one soap critic. "Someone who doesn't need to raise her voice to draw blood." Hope's potential retaliation, following Steffi's playbook. According to our exclusive spoilers for Friday, March 7th, Hope may be preparing to exercise her newfound corporate power in ways that eerily mirror her longtime rival Steffi Forrester. Sources close to the production reveal that Hope is contemplating terminating Daphne's contract with Forrester Creations, a move that would effectively remove the perfumer from both the company and Carter's orbit in one decisive stroke. This potential decision bears a striking resemblance to Steffi's previous actions when she invoked what fans have dubbed the "no kissing my man" clause to terminate Hope's position during one of their many confrontations. The parallels are impossible to ignore, suggesting that despite their differences, Hope may be more like Steffi than she'd care to admit. It's fascinating to watch Hope potentially adopt the very tactics she once condemned, comments a veteran B&B writer who requested anonymity. This storyline brilliantly explores how power can transform people, often leading them to become what they once despised. If Hope does proceed with canceling Daphne's contract, she risks appearing vindictive rather than professional. The fragrance line represents a significant financial opportunity for Forrester Creations, and making business decisions based on personal vendettas could backfire spectacularly. Board members might question whether Hope is truly ready for the leadership position she now holds. The hypocrisy factor, Hope's selective memory. Perhaps the most compelling aspect of this unfolding drama is Hope's apparent amnesia regarding her own past transgressions. The same woman who now stands indignant over Daphne's kiss with Carter previously had no qualms about pursuing Finn despite his marriage to Steffi. This glaring contradiction has not gone unnoticed by viewers or characters within the show's universe. Hope's righteous indignation rings hollow when examined against her history. Her sudden transformation into a defender of relationship boundaries appears convenient at best and hypocritical at worst. The passionate kiss she shared with Finn, a married man with children, seems to have vanished from her moral calculations now that she's the one feeling betrayed. Psychological experts who analyze character development in long-running series note that this kind of selective memory is actually quite realistic. People often rewrite their personal narratives to maintain a positive self-image, explains Dr. Elaine Markham, a media psychologist. Hope genuinely may not see the parallel between her actions with Finn and Daphne's with Carter because acknowledging that similarity would threaten her self-perception as the good one in contrast to Steffi. This cognitive dissonance creates a fascinating character study. Hope has long positioned herself as morally superior to Steffi, yet when faced with similar circumstances, she reaches for the same playbook she once condemned. The power dynamics, consequences of the corporate coup. Adding another layer of complexity to this situation is the corporate backdrop against which this personal drama unfolds. Hope actively encouraged Carter to participate in a corporate coup that ultimately benefited her position at Forrester Creations. This power play has placed her in the catbird seat, as industry insiders describe it. A position of advantage and authority she seems reluctant to acknowledge came at others' expense. The corporate restructuring that followed Carter's power move has significantly elevated Hope's standing within the company. Her Hope for the Future line has received increased resources, priority scheduling, and marketing support that was previously directed elsewhere. These professional gains came directly from the upheaval she encouraged Carter to initiate.